Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I don't really know what I'm doing. A lot of stuff's been happening on the S10 behind the scenes. Got the engine over here all wrapped up. I've been doing a little bit of assembly on it. Just slowly getting parts in a little bit at a time as I can afford them. I might do a little bit of video. I've got some footage of me putting this together to where it's at right now. But on today's video, I want to focus on the brakes. I've got a really cool brake setup that I want to get installed on this. It's been sitting over on the shelf and I keep tripping over it and stepping over it. So today I'm just going to get it put on. So let's do it. This brake kit comes from McGaughy's. It's their big brake kit for the S10. Comes with a 13-inch rotor, big new style Chevy truck calipers, 2-inch drop spindle that they've modified to fit the calipers, and then it also comes with all of the necessary hoses and bearings and cotter pins and caps and everything that you need to install it. All right, so here's where you can really notice the upgrade between the stock and the new one. Like I mentioned, this is a 13-inch rotor, and let's get a tape measure and see what this stock one is, because I don't know. It's about an 11-inch rotor, looks like. I mean, look at that new rotor dwarfs the old one. It's cool. Whole bunch of cobwebs. I think I'll take care of those. No more spiders. Of course, my hex bit kit doesn't have the right size that I need, so I'm gonna try this. There's hardly any grease left in that bearing. That wouldn't have been good.
That one's free. The lower one's a little bit harder to know because it doesn't pop like that. So just raise this up, take our nut off, lower this down. But I've still got the shock hooked up, but there's always a chance that the shock could break. So just gonna lower that down to where I have some room. Lift this up, get that off. And still gotta get this lower ball joint to separate.
One hour later.
There it goes. There we go. I think I got the threads with the hammer. Got the nut. Let's see. Yeah, we're all right. These are the original ball joints, but they are still tight. They still feel really good, so I think I'm gonna run them. Normally I'd change them, but they're real tight. There's not really any play in them, so I don't see the need to. So now I've got my spindle marked left hand, and I've removed the hub assembly just to make it a little bit lighter and easier to handle. So set that on. Basically the opposite of removal. Alright, so this is packing wheel bearings. If you don't know how to do it, it's pretty simple. You get you a little tool like this. You can do it by hand too, putting grease in your hand and pushing the grease up through the bearing, but it's really messy. It rubs your hand raw. I'm just going to use my little bearing packer here. So most of the time you've got an old used bearing that you're just repacking, so you want to clean it, get all the old grease out using like solvent or brake clean or something, and then make sure it's dry. And then just take it, plop it in here, and then give it a little push. And then you can see the grease is pushed up all the way through all the bearing. Pull it out. Take all this extra stuff. I just like to coat the race with it. Take some of it, coat the bearing, get it all nice and covered. Get some of this extra stuff down in there. Take what's kind of left in here, put in there. That's that. So now with the inner bearing in, you got to put your seal on. I'm going to grab my handy dandy hammer, and they make seal drivers that are flat to drive these in. But if you just take your time and work around evenly, you can usually get them in pretty good. Whoop. That. Now flip her over. do the other one. Now we can put it on. Alright, so that wraps up the brake install. Got everything installed and tight, got the brake lines on. Now this kit does require a minimum 17-inch wheel. So the 15-inch wheels that were originally on this truck will no longer work. And I have a little sneak peek here. Oh yeah, those look sick. But you'll see more on these wheels in the next video, so stay tuned.